Hello, hello, hello. It is Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This process video is for a challenge over at My Scrappy Life Facebook group site, hosted by Miranda Weber, and she is holding a monthly virtual crop February the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And there are challenges every 2 hours, and I am the guest design challenger for Sunday, February the 19th at 4:30. And my challenge is for you to get out your stamps and stamp on your background. And I am going to use my stamps to create my entire background. And I have selected 4 different close to my heart stamp sets that I selected from my Scrappy stash. And you can use any stamps from your Scrappy stash. My suggestion is, and tip is, that when you are selecting your stamps, you want to use 3 different sizes at minimum. So if you want to create a background of hearts, flowers, stars, word phrases, or just single words, you want 3 different sizes, a large, medium, and small. The only exception is if you're going to create a background that is geometric or just of alpha letters, then you can use 1 size. And I'm going to have several tips and different options throughout this video, so you want to watch the entire video. Because I've done this technique several times, I'm adding a twist. I am going to also use an additional icon, which is a large butterfly from the Winged Masterpiece stamp set from Close to My Heart. It was released March of 2021. I'm also going to use a small delicate flower from this stamp set. And then I'm going to select 2 stamp sets from that set you see in the upper right-hand corner from Close to My Heart, called In Full Bloom. And you're going to see these stamps as I create my background. And I'll let you know where those stamps came from. So next is selecting your archival black ink. And I have 3 options in my Scrappy stash. And I choose to use the Close to My Heart archival black ink. Now, if you're going to add a second different icon to your background, like a heart or a butterfly or stars, make sure it is large if you want it to be a focal point. If you do not want it to be a focal point, you just want it to blend in your background with, let's say, flowers, then use a very small one. But I am using this large butterfly, and I cascade it, as you can tell, over to the left-hand side. Now, this is where I'm using my flowers. This is what I would refer to as my medium flower. And I am just randomly going around that layout. Then I'm going to come in with a flower stamp from the In Full Bloom collection that is 3 flowers together and some leaves. So that's a little bit larger, right? And so see the difference in the sizes? It doesn't have to be extremely large. It's just larger. So it's 3 different sizes. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm randomly going through. Now this is where I use this tiny little delicate flower from the Wing Masterpiece. And I am just filling in some more of that empty space. See how cool that is, just coming together? And just to let you know, yes, this is a short version, but in total of me creating this layout, it took me exactly 1 hour. And that's selecting my stamps, my colors, creating this background, and then of course adding the memory that I am documenting, which you're going to see in a minute. So this technique you would do exactly the same if you're using stars, hearts, like flowers. So you get it. And same with your alphas. And you want things going different directions. So now this is a photograph of my brother and sister-in-law. It's my husband's youngest sister's family with two of their three adult boys now. And it was taken, I think, last year, or it's only 2 years old the most. All right, next tip. Decide where you want the pop of color, your focal point, which should always be somewhere around your photograph and your embellishments. Now, you could color all three of these butterflies and it would look awesome. But I'm just coloring two of them in one flower arrangement because I want the focal point to be all around this awesome photograph of my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and two of my nephews. But you could cascade it all the way up to the whole left side and color in those butterflies, but then you would need to add more embellishments, and I wanted to keep this more clean, simple, and elegant. And I'm keeping my pop of color all around my photograph, all right? But you can spread that pop of color throughout your background. It just really depends on the size of your photograph, where you want your focal point to be, and how much embellishment you want on your layout, how much embellishing that you're going to do. So as you can see, I colored my flowers using the Tri-Blend in Coral, and then I'm using New England Ivy for my leaves, and also the center of my flowers I'm using the new color from Close to My Heart called Pine, and all those colors are from Close to My Heart. Then the next thing that I will do after I get finished coloring parts of my two butterflies and the flower that are going to be around my photograph is I'm going to bring in my title. And it's from my scrappy stash. I don't remember what collection, and I don't want to really guess. But I kind of think it's from Pink Fresh Studio, maybe. But anyway, my title is these matted, kind of not enamel, but they're a little puffy. I guess they're like vinyl, and it's going to say Love and Sparkle. Well, it's not going to have the word and. It's going to say Love, Sparkle. And the sparkle is this kind of mustard color. And there are stars with this collection, and I'm going to bring the stars over to the left-hand side. And then I also use Close to My Heart silver gems, and I add them to the flower clusters that I didn't color above the butterfly in the upper left-hand corner. I bring one right in the top in the center, around my title, around to the lower left-hand corner, lower right-hand corner of the photograph, and one over there by the star. And yes, I'm jumping a little ahead of myself, but I just want to let you know where I've added a pop of sparkle. And then I used my clear, Close to My Heart shimmer brush to add splatters around where I added the silver gems from Close to My Heart. And you can stop and pause this video and zoom in to see all the detail. I just didn't want this video to be too long. Yes, we have 2 hours in between each challenge. And so you're going to jump over, watch this video, and then have time to participate in the challenge. All right, I appreciate you all. Please play along, and I think our videos are going to be up on Miranda's website or Facebook group site forever, and plus it's going to be on my YouTube channel forever. All right, give this a whirl and have fun creating, and keep coming back and give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Get out those photographs, document those memories in a fun, creative way. All right, and here are the close-ups.